Right. The next topic, temperature distribution and heat transfer equations. Now we will see the temperature distribution functions and heat transfer equations in plane slab, cylinder and sphere under these assumptions. Now what are the assumptions? Are very important. Steady state, one-dimensional heat flow, no internal heat generation, homogeneous material and isotropic, and we can say K is constant. Surface temperatures are assumed to be constant. Okay, under these assumptions, now we are going to see the temperature distribution function and heat transfer equation in plane slab, cylinder and sphere. These assumptions are very important, especially for gate point of view. Okay, let's start. Plane slab. First one, plane slab. First we will see the equations in plane slab. Now draw a simple plane slab. Left side temperature T1 and right side temperature T2. Let's say T1 is greater than T2. Now heat is transferring from T1 to T2. Okay. Now, how to find out temperature distribution function? We know Father equation. What is the Father equation? For Cartesian coordinate, dou square T by dou x square plus dou square T by dou y square plus dou square T by dou z square plus Qg by K is equal to 1 by alpha dou T by dou T. Now according to these assumptions, let us modify this equation. Steady state, no internal heat generation and one dimensional. Okay. Now say this is at x is equal to 0 and this is x is equal to L. Now the thickness of the plane slab is L. Now this is heat flow direction. Now the equation is dou square T by dou x square is equal to 0. Now to find out temperature distribution function, first integrate and substitute boundary condition, we get temperature distribution function. Similar. Now integrate on both sides. Now dou T by dou x is equal to C1. Okay. Now again integrate on both sides. Now T equal to C1x plus C2. Now can I say this is a straight line equation, y is equal to mx plus c. So the temperature profile in plane slab under these assumptions is linear. The temperature profile is linear. It's a linear distribution of temperature profile. Now take boundary conditions. At x is equal to 0, at x is equal to 0, T equal to T1. Now substitute here. T in place of T, T1. C1 in place of x, 0 plus C2. Therefore, C2 equal to T1. Right. Now take another boundary condition. At x is equal to L, T equal to T2. At x is equal to L, T equal to T2. Now substitute in this equation. Make this as equation 1. Okay. Now T2 is equal to C1 in place of x, L plus C2. Now what is C2? T1. T2 equal to C1L plus T2. From this find out C1. C1 is T2 minus T1. Now T2 minus T1 divided by L. Hope you understood. Now we know C2 and C1. We know both constants. Now substitute C1 and C2 in equation 1. Now what is equation 1? T equal to C1x plus C2. Therefore, T equal to, now what is C1? T2 minus T1 divided by L into X plus T1. Now this is the temperature distribution function. Hope you understood. Now, with this equation, we can find out temperature at any thickness of the plane slab. At any thickness, if you want to find out the temperature at some x distance. So let us say this is Tc. At some x distance, by using this equation, you can find out temperature at any thickness of the plane slab. Now, next one, heat transfer equation. Now the heat transfer in plane slab. This is very important. According to Fourier law, Q is equal to minus Ka dt by dx. Right? Now Q is equal to minus Ka dt by dx. We know that the dt by dx is C1. So the dt by dx is C1. Okay, C1 is equal to dt by dx. Now what is C1 value? T2 minus T1 divided by L. Now in place of dt by dx, simply substitute Q is equal to minus Ka T2 minus T1 divided by L. Okay. Now the heat transfer equation in plane slab under these assumptions are Ka T1 minus T2 divided by L. This is very important equation for gate point of view. Note down. The next topic, the concept of thermal resistance. This is very important. Now, from electrical analogy, the Ohm's law given delta V equal to IR. Here R is electrical resistance. Delta V is voltage drop or potential difference of voltage. I is current. See here. This is the resistance. Let us say this is electrical resistance. Now what is flowing? Current. Now here the voltage is V1 and here voltage is V2. Now due to some resistance, there is a voltage drop. For example, the voltage here 10 and here the voltage is 8. Now what is the reason for voltage drop? Due to some resistance offered to current flow. In the same way, when it comes to the heat flow through any material, for example, this is T1 and this is T2. Now, heat is flowing through the plane slab. So, say this is some thickness of the plane slab. There is a temperature drop due to some resistance. That resistance is known as thermal resistance. Now we have to find out what are the parameters which is offered to the resistance. Now how to find out the parameters? The thermal conductivity of material is K, and it is having some area. Now listen carefully. This is T1. Due to some resistance offered by the slab, there is temperature drop. Say this is T1 is equal to 100 degrees centigrade and T2 is equal to 50 degrees centigrade. The temperature drop is 50. Now can I say this is resistance? Now what is the resistance? Thermal resistance. We know the formula delta V is equal to I R. Here R is electrical resistance from Ohm's law. Now in the same way, write down delta T equal to Q into R. This is thermal resistance. Now what is delta T? T1 minus T2 Q. Heat flow through the material, and R is thermal resistance. Previously we have seen the heat transfer equation for a plane slab is Q is equal to K A T1 minus T2 divided by L. Now write down this equation in the form of delta T equal to QR. Now delta T equal to QR. Now what is delta T here? T1 minus T2 Q. Now what are the remaining terms? That is L divided by K into area. Now this L by Ka is known as thermal resistance. Okay, the parameters which are offering thermal resistance in a plane slab is thickness, thermal conductivity and area. Therefore, see, the mode of heat transfer in plane slab is conduction. If the mode of heat transfer is conduction, then definitely the type of resistance is conductive resistance. If the mode of heat transfer is convection, then the type of resistance is convective resistance. Now this is conductive resistance is equal to, in plane slab, L by Ka. Hope you understood. Now we will see convective resistance in plane slab. Now make a side D, convection at the boundaries. Convection at boundaries. Now take a plane slab. Area, this is T1 and T2. Now this plane slab is surrounded by a fluid medium or two different fluid mediums. On the left side, a fluid medium having heat transfer coefficient as HA and temperature TA. On the right side, another fluid having a temperature of TB and convective heat transfer coefficient as H suffix B. Okay. Now, say TA greater than T1 greater than T2 greater than TB. Now the heat flow takes place from TA to TB. Now from TA to TB, from TA to T1, the mode of heat transfer is convection. From fluid to solid surface, the mode of heat transfer is convection. Next, through the solid in plane slab, from T1 to T2, the mode of heat transfer is conduction. Next, from T2 to TB, the temperature of other fluid. The mode of heat transfer from solid surface to fluid medium is known as convection. So this is convection. If the mode of heat transfer is convection, the type of resistance is convective resistance. If the mode of heat transfer is conduction, then the type of resistance is conductive resistance. Here also from T2 to TB, the type of resistance is convective resistance. Now, convection, first one, Q is equal to, what is the convection formula? H area delta T. What is delta T? TA minus from TA to T1. Now this can be written as TA minus T1 can be written as Q into 1 by HA. Now take conduction equation in plane slab. Q is equal to K A T1 minus T2 divided by L. Now T1 minus T2 can be written as Q into L by Ka. And convection equation, Q is equal to H, take here H suffix A. Now H suffix B into area T2 minus TB. This can be written as T2 minus TB is equal to Q into 1 divided by H suffix B into area of the plane slab. Now, by adding all delta T's, that is TA minus T1 plus T1 minus T2 plus last delta T, T2 minus TB is equal to, take Q common. What is meant by Q here? The rate of heat transfer. Heat transfer per unit time. Heat transfer for 1 second from TA to TB. Okay, per 1 second heat transfer we are calculating the heat transfer per second. For 1 second the rate of heat transfer is same. Now Q is equal to 1 by H suffix A plus L by Ka plus 1 divided by H suffix B into area. Now here T1 cancel, T2 cancel, remaining TA minus TB is equal to Q into 1 by H suffix A into A plus L by Ka plus 1 divided by H suffix B into A. Now write down this in the form of delta T equal to QR. Say this is effective resistance. Now what is the effective resistance? 1 by H suffix A into area plus L divided by Ka plus 1 divided by HB into A. Hope you understood. Now what is the convection equation? H A into delta T. Write down this equation in the form of delta T equal to QR. Here heat transfer is convection, therefore resistance is also convective resistance. Therefore convective resistance formula is 1 divided by H into A. Here H is convective heat transfer coefficient. Hope you understood. We will continue in next class. So please like the video. If you have any doubts, comment. Share the video to every engineering student. Subscribe and don't forget to activate the bell icon to get daily updates. Thank you.